Tonight's big story breakdown, the impact of the governor's Operation Safe. It stands for swift action for families everywhere.
According to Governor Stitt, the goal of the operation is to restore order in Tulsa. Now, Tulsa's mayor, Monroe Nichols, is pushing back. Over the last few days, Oklahoma Highway Patrol troopers have been tasked with clearing homeless camps, trash, and criminal activity from state-owned property. During a press conference today, Mayor Nichols raised concerns about the impact on those who have been displaced by this operation.
And what happens when you do that, and this is true in every part of the country, is you create a very tense and potentially dangerous environment in a city because you've essentially put people in crisis mode that have already spent some time in crisis mode. You undermine public safety.
Mayor Nichols emphasized if the governor had reached out to his office before implementing Operation Safe, they could have worked together to come up with a collaborative way to rehouse those who are being displaced. Now, Tulsa's state lawmakers are weighing in on this Operation Safe.
Fox 25's Capitol reporter Paige Taylor explains some are welcoming the initiative, while others believe it seems performative.
Governor Kevin Stitt launching Operation Safe last week in an effort to clean up the city of Tulsa of homeless encampments, crime, and trash. He took to social media on Monday to say in total 250 tons of debris and hazardous material have been removed from state property in Tulsa so far. State Representative Michelle McCain is one of the state lawmakers who represents Tulsa.
It's a performance is what it comes across to me. The issue of homelessness is not new. Our homeless population has grown the entire time that Stitt has been in office. And so to me, if that was an issue, that's something that I would address much earlier in my term.
As the Oklahoma Highway Patrol works to clear state property, people camping there have two options: go to a treatment or housing facility or go to jail.
I think that saying, we either provide, we send you here, when we know there's not beds and there's not enough resources, or we're going to send you jail. Well, we also know that there are not enough beds and there are not enough resources, and that's not the purpose of jail or prison. That's a problem.
State Representative Mark Tedford also represents Tulsa and says the initiative is needed.
I had heard from a number of constituents and a number of business owners that were concerned about the encampments near their businesses and near their homes.
He adds there are a lot of people happy to see the cleanup.
I don't think the issue that we're trying to solve with this operation is necessary homelessness itself. But just the public safety and quality of life around in the areas where those encampments were.
Paige Taylor, Fox 25 News.
Now, as Paige mentioned, those being moved out of these camps are being given two options: go to a treatment or housing facility or go to jail. Several nonprofits concerned about this, saying it's just not realistic because resources are already extremely limited. Many also say they were not given advance notice of the operation, leaving them scrambling to prepare. The CEO and lead pastor at John 3:16 says he believes there needs to be a shift in focus to help address homelessness.
We need to work on solutions to the problem, not moving it to make it somebody else's problem.
Another foundation is also concerned that this operation will do more harm than good.
Here we are failing them again as a city. They have nowhere to go. Our shelters are full, and we know that this just increases trauma and makes it even harder to get people stabilized and into housing.
Signs are now posted around Tulsa ensuring it's clear it's illegal to occupy state land. Right now, Operation Safe focused solely on Tulsa, but there's some concerns it could be expanded to other communities in the future.
Fox 25's Rob Hagan has been investigating the potential impact of an expansion.
There are more than 1,800 people facing homelessness in Oklahoma City since January, according to the 2025 point-in-time count. 9% are children. 35% are 65 and older, just like Ronald Tolles, who served in Vietnam. Now he's still fighting on the streets at 70 years old.
It's a jungle out here. Only the strong can survive.
Tolles has been homeless since 2010 when he suffered a stroke. He's in a wheelchair and comes to the Oklahoma City Boulevard underpass where bystanders sometimes give him a sandwich. He says the biggest danger he faces isn't the cold or the traffic speeding by, it's the other people who are struggling.
What feeds me off is We go sleeping, the homeless stealing from the homeless. And that's what makes me upset, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because you something good and next thing you know, you wake up, everything gone.
There are currently 444 people sleeping on the streets across Oklahoma City, just like Tulsa. The Key to Home initiative aims to ensure everyone has a place to call home. Problem is, they're operating at 102% capacity, according to an agency representative. Norman is another area where homelessness has been making headlines over the last few years. I asked Norman Mayor Stephen Holman what his response is to Operation Safe and the possibility of the governor's initiative coming to Norman. Mayor Holman says, quote, "I agree with the position of our local police department and the comments made by Tulsa County Sheriff Regalado that we will not be able to arrest our way out of homelessness. Lasting change will only come when we invest in comprehensive long-term solutions."
And that was Rob Hagan reporting. Another Norman official is urging the governor to bring Operation Safe to her city as soon as possible. State Senator Lisa Standridge says the initiative represents a critical step towards restoring public safety, order, and the quality of life every Oklahoman deserves. In her statement, she says Norman families, businesses, and law-abiding citizens deserve clean and safe public spaces. She believes the homeless encampments in her city pose public health and safety risks. Standridge is asking folks who wish to support her request to email her office. And that was your big story breakdown tonight. You can stay up to date on the impact of Operation Safe on OKCFox.com.
You can find all of our previous big story breakdowns on our YouTube channel. Scan the QR code on your screen or search OKC Fox.